Some events are so unexplainable that they defy logic. People have reported missing time, meeting their own doppelgangers, and experiencing impossible coincidences. From a man who lost 2 hours of his life without explanation to an entire family witnessing the same person die twice, these stories challenge our understanding of reality. Could these be glitches in the Matrix? Or is there a logical explanation? Subscribe now and decide for yourself as we examine 10 eerie real-life events. Number 10. The McDonald's drive-thru of the dead. A man and his son visited a McDonald's drive-thru around 2 a.m. While waiting in line, they noticed the cars ahead were not moving. As they pulled forward, they saw something chilling. The passengers in the first car appeared lifeless, heads tilted back, eyes shut. The next car had the same eerie sight. Panicked, they sped away and called the police. However, when officers arrived, everything was normal. Both father and son saw the same disturbing scene, yet no evidence of anything unusual remained. Number 9. The disappearing time at the airport. A family traveled by plane from California to Tennessee without any reported delays. Upon landing, they checked their phones and found frantic messages from relatives who had been waiting for them for 2.5 hours. However, their flight duration matched the expected travel time. When they retrieved their luggage, it had been moved due to being unclaimed for too long. The lost time remains unexplained, leaving them with an unsettling feeling of having somehow slipped through time. Number 8. The town where people die twice. A family started noticing strange occurrences in their town. They saw people in one location, only to later discover those individuals had been miles away at the same time. Phone calls repeated themselves, as if they were experiencing déjà vu in real life. The most disturbing phenomenon was that well-known local figures were reported dead, with memorial services held, only for the same deaths to be announced again weeks later. No one else seemed to notice, making the family question their reality. Number 7. The haunted painting that moved. A child repeatedly saw the soldier in a family painting move its head at night. Frightened, he begged his parents to remove it. His father reassured him, but later admitted that he had also seen the soldier turn its head and smile. The next day, the painting was thrown away. Years later, the father confessed that he had been watching his son from the hallway when he saw the soldier's head move at the exact moment his son screamed. Number 6. The impossible photograph. A teenager attended a party but stayed upstairs the entire night. Days later, a friend showed them a photo taken in the basement, capturing them smiling in the background. Shocked, they denied ever being there. Others confirmed they had seen the teen in the basement acting distant. However, their best friend, who stayed with them all night, insisted they never left their side. With no logical explanation, the idea of a duplicate presence remains the only unsettling answer. Number 5. The child who remembered the future. A 3-year-old frequently passed a large church while riding in the car with his parents. One day, he casually mentioned that he had eaten cereal inside that church. His parents, confused, reminded him that he had never been there before. Months later, he enrolled in preschool at the same church. His mother then received a newsletter announcing an upcoming pajama day, where students would eat cereal in the classroom. When reminded of his earlier statement, the child had no recollection. Number 4. The voice that spoke differently. A man misplaced his phone, so his fiancée called it. When he answered, she responded with, "Hello," but both of them were shocked to hear her voice on the phone say, "Hey," instead. They were standing next to each other, and yet her words had changed. There was no delay, no call interference, just a completely different response. They could not rationalize how her spoken word had transformed between her mouth and the phone speaker, leaving them both uneasy. Number 3. The duplicate son and the vanishing backpack. A mother was stunned when her son arrived home from school, because earlier that day she had picked him up for a dental appointment. He had no memory of being picked up. His backpack, which he had placed on the couch, disappeared and was later found in the car's passenger seat. They searched the house, but no one had moved it. The son distinctly remembered walking home, yet his mother was certain she had seen and spoken to him earlier. Number 2. The vanishing 2 hours. A man driving home from work stopped at a small gas station. After fueling up and paying, he drove for over 2 hours before stopping at another station. To his shock, it was the exact same station he had stopped at earlier. His GPS confirmed he had not traveled anywhere. His truck's fuel gauge reflected a long drive, yet he had somehow returned to his starting point. With no memory lapses, the lost time remains an unsolved mystery. Number 1. The doppelganger party guest. At a birthday party, a guest stayed on the main floor all night. Days later, a friend showed them a photo taken in the basement with them in the background, looking directly at the camera. Others at the party swore they had seen them downstairs, even attempting to start a conversation with them. The guest, however, had never stepped into the basement. The only possibility? There were 2 of them at the same party, one that shouldn't have existed. These events defy explanation, leaving those who experience them questioning reality. Are these moments glitches in the Matrix, or is there an unseen force altering time and space? If you've ever experienced something similar, share your story in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more unsettling real-life mysteries.